August 2024. I got another video. We're gonna do my SummerSlam predictions. My video was sponsored by JD, by Salamonster, Fightful, Just Alec, Wrestling Inc., Dan Tony, all the other podcasters who do podcasting who I watch. I'm gonna make this video about an hour and 30 minutes. We will talk about what happened on SmackDown tonight. Tonight was the go-home show for SummerSlam tomorrow in Cleveland, Ohio. I will talk about what happened on the kickoff show that was earlier today. Then we're gonna talk about what happened on SmackDown. SmackDown 12. It felt pretty rushed. If everything was pretty quick. Like I said, there are only three things that really mattered: Cody Rhodes and Solo, LA Knight and Logan Paul, and we do have the tag team titles on the line with the men's and the women. Um, and I will talk about the predictions on the matches for SummerSlam. It's a 7-match card. The show can start at 7. They have a 3-hour pre-show. 3-hour pre-show. Now we will talk about the news and rumors, what's going on in AEW with Britt Baker being suspended because he had an interaction with MJF. And we all know that Shane McMahon, who was seen backstage with Tony Khan in AEW. Not sure how I want to start the video, but anyway, I just want to say thank you for all the support. Hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know if y'all want to see more. Now, usually I let the podcaster do all the talking, but I'm going to do the talking here for now. Might as well just show y'all what's going to happen here. This is the countdown to Survivor Series. SummerSlam. They have a 3-hour pre-show. A 3-hour pre-show. The pre-show starts at 4 o'clock. And the main show starts at 7. So we have a 3-hour pre-show with no matches on the card. That's kind of weird, and that's really odd. So what are you going to do for 3 hours in the pre-show with no matches? I wish they had the tag team. The fact that we have 3 tag team titles, 2 for the man and 1 for the woman, why wouldn't that? Why can't that be on the pre-show? Why don't SmackDown? Maybe because they're lazy, or they don't give a shit about the tag team titles. Since they ununified the tag team titles, they haven't been defended on pay-per-view. Except for the women's title, they were defended at Clash of the Castle 2 months ago. But they aren't defending at SummerSlam. The men's tag team title that's on tonight is not being defended on SummerSlam. They haven't defended on pay-per-view since WrestleMania. And that's sad. But yeah, a 3-hour pre-show. And I assume that I think it would just be promo packaging to hype up the masses for the show. Or maybe Superstar being interviewed. I assume that's going to happen. Alright. Now, this is the main event. SmackDown tonight opened up with Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. And they announced that the match will be Bloodline rules. Anything goes. No disqualification, no countout. The Bloodline will get involved. So it made things interesting. Just like at WrestleMania with Cody and Roman. Now with Solo and Roman, it makes it interesting. So we'll see a lot of shenanigans and some interference. Will we see Roman Reigns? Will The Rock show up? Will we see Jimmy Uso? Maybe Jay? I don't know if he'll get involved or not, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, obviously, this is the main event. This is for the WWE title. Solo and the Bloodline have been built up very dominant. They've been built up as a threat for Cody Rhodes. Should be an okay match. So very good in the ring. I'm curious to see how this match is gonna end. What's gonna happen in the match? I think we all know that Roman Reigns is showing up, or The Rock, and maybe The Rock and Cody could feud. But I think Roman Reigns will show up at SummerSlam, just like he did 4 years ago. And then we can tell the next chapter in the Bloodline story, because a lot of fans, me included, are just sick and tired of the same old shit on SmackDown with with the bloodline beatdown. Like it was last week, it was Kevin Owens. Before that, it was Randy Orton. Then they beat up Paul Heyman, and then Cody Rhodes. But the same old shit. We have to move on and tell the next chapter in the bloodline story, and then we can see who faces Cody Rhodes. Maybe Andrade, I don't know. But obviously Cody Rhodes is gonna win it. I think he has to win clean, or he might win with help, which I don't want to see. I think he has to win clean, and then maybe we'll see Roman Reigns. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Um, but yeah, Cody Rhodes is gonna retain. All right, so CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with the special referee Seth Rollins. This is this is one of the matches that we're all looking forward to. I'm looking forward to especially. The feud has been very personal. This has been going on since January, ever since CM Punk got taken out by Drew McIntyre, and then McIntyre been upset with Punk going into WrestleMania. Punk screwed him at WrestleMania, at Clash of the Castle, and Money in the Bank. And based on what happened in Money in the Bank, he also not only he screwed over Drew McIntyre, but he screwed over Seth Rollins because he was in Seth's business, which is why Seth is the referee in this match. Who I think should win this match? I think Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre pretty much lost 3 pay-per-views courtesy of CM Punk. I think he has to win this with a little help of Seth Rollins. I think Drew McIntyre should win this. This is a 3-match program. These two are going to be filmed for 3 more months. I think this is the first match. This is the first match in 10.5 years for CM Punk. Last time he wrestled a live match in the WWE was 10 years ago against Billy Gunn in 2014. He hasn't wrestled since the Rumble. He did wrestle a house show with Dominic, but those don't count. Those were house shows. This is his first televised match in WWE. As long as hopefully CM Punk can stay healthy, this should be a very good match. Like I said, this is a 3-match program, so I think Drew McIntyre wins the first match with help of Seth Rollins. CM Punk should not win this match. I know a lot of people think it's kind of predictable because, okay, Punk can't win this match, Drew has to win this match. Punk should screw over, Seth Rollins should screw over CM Punk. And it sets up an enforced shadow Punk and Rollins down the line, maybe at Crown Jewels or Survivor Series. So Drew McIntyre wins the first match. The second match, Punk will win, and then the third match will be a Bad Blood. Hopefully, they have it in Hell in a Cell where they end the feud and Drew McIntyre goes over. That's what I think should happen. Because this is a very personal feud. The brawls they've been getting, the promos that they got, the feud has been phenomenal. And with Drew McIntyre taking Punk bracelet that has his wife's name and his dog's name, man, it's been awesome. But Drew McIntyre gonna win. Punk don't need to win. McIntyre will win. He needs to look strong after being screwed over 3 times. We have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Based on the build and the storyline that's been so great, one of the best things of Monday Night Raw, the storyline been about Dominic. Liv Morgan came back. She took out Rhea Ripley, forced her to relinquish the title. This is all our revenge tour. I think Liv Morgan's gonna retain with the help of Dominic. Liv Morgan said it's her revenge tour. She wants to take everything away from Rhea Ripley. So only way to do that is turn Dominic on her. Dominic gonna help Liv Morgan retain. I think that's how Liv sneaks out of it. Now this is gonna continue on into Bath and Berlin or Bad Blood, and then Rhea could win the title there. But I think Liv Morgan can retain, not clean, maybe by a screwy finish. Dominic gonna play a factor. He'll get involved. After what we saw on Raw last week, with Dominic saying he done with Liv, he hates Liv, Liv Morgan was crying. It's all a play. It's all setting up for Dominic to turn on Rhea. and screw her over and align with Liv. Dominic could leave the Judgment Day, or maybe Rhea get kicked out of Judgment Day. We won't know. We have to wait and see what happens there. But I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan to retain. I have a feeling that Liv is gonna retain. I think she's gonna remain champion. So I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan here. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Who you want to win, Rhea or Liv? Cause I'm gonna go with Liv. I know JD and Solomon think the same way. I think so too. I think Liv gonna retain with the help of Dominic. That's gonna be the big shock and a swerve. These two are gonna continue. Now this is Rhea's first match back since WrestleMania, but I don't think she winning. Up next, we have for the U.S. Championship, LA Knight versus Logan Paul. I'm not sure who should win this match. I think LA Knight is more deserving. It is LA Knight time. He's the most over babyface. He's a full timer. He needs that moment. He needs to keep his momentum alive. Now these two have been going at it for like 2 months. Now do I see Logan Paul losing? He lost on SmackDown a few weeks ago. He was pinned by LA Knight in that qualifying match, and he lost to Cody Rhodes. But LA Knight, but Logan Paul been champion for like 9 months. He won it last year at Crown Jewels. This is the third time that he's defending it on a pay-per-view. That's not good. That's pretty lazy and lame. I think LA Knight needs to win. There is no reason for the feud to continue. If it does continue, I don't think Logan Paul is. I don't think Logan Paul is advertised for Bad in Berlin or Bad Blood. Maybe for Crown Jewel, but in November, we're in August. Logan Paul needs to drop that title immediately. LA Knight needs to win that title, get it moment, do it at SummerSlam. There is no other big pay-per-view than SummerSlam. Because unless they finish, that justifies a rematch. Maybe he uses the black knuckle. And what, get DQ'd? That's lame. We already saw that on pay-per-view with Kevin Owens. We're not seeing that again. I hope LA Knight wins, but I have a feeling Logan Paul may try to retain. Maybe get to qualify. They could end the countout. It would be lame and lazy. I don't want to see that. I didn't get over it at SummerSlam. We don't need Logan Paul champion no more because it's been long enough. People complain about Roman Reigns being champion and him holding the belt hostage for all these months and not showing up and defending as frequently. Logan Paul is the same thing. He's not on TV every week. He's not defending it as frequently, but he had wrestled frequently. He's been on the shows lately, but what other program did he have after LA Knight? He won the belt from Rey Mysterio. He beat Kevin Owens. He beat Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. He wrestled Cody Rhodes. That was interfere with LA Knight. This has to be it. Get the belt off of Logan Paul. Give it to LA Knight. Have him get a moment. He'll be the most over babyface in the mid card. He can feud with Andrade or Santos or Carmelo Hayes. I think they're setting up Santos and LA Knight for the US title pretty soon. For the Intercontinental Championship, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This will be another good match I'm looking forward to. Now they set the rematch up because after what we got Money in the Bank was a great match. I think Braun Breaker will win. Braun Breaker didn't win at Money in the Bank because they're waiting for the big moment at SummerSlam. Sami Zayn had a decent title reign. He had a great moment at WrestleMania beating the Unstoppable Gunther. He had a great match with Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. He had a great match with Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank. I think if Braun Breaker time, we'll see his dominance. Braun Breaker gonna win the IC title. Sami Zayn, they already have plans for Sami Zayn after, like he's been paired with Jey Uso. They're gonna be in a tag team for a little bit, and I think they will continue with the Bloodline story pretty soon. So there's nothing for Sami Zayn to do with the title. He's gonna drop in the Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker will get a moment. He'll be the dominant IC champion. I'm looking forward to it. This should be a great match. It could be a squad, but it could be a good match. Braun Breaker's awesome. He'll get his moment. Um, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest and Gunther, this match I'm kind of 50-50. I'm not sure who's gonna win. Um, I think Damian Priest, maybe Gunther, after holding the IC champion for 666 days, he won King of the Ring. He had a dominant performance. He beat everyone. I think Gunther has to win it at SummerSlam. I don't know if they're gonna be a screwy finish or that might justify a rematch going into Bath in Berlin. I think him winning it in Germany would be special and a great moment. But I think it has to be a SummerSlam based on the vignette that we've been seeing with Gunther. I think he's gonna win it. I think at Gunther's time is his moment. You're not gonna give him King of the Ring and have him lose at SummerSlam. I think he's gonna win it. They could do a rematch or a screwy finish, or maybe Balor could get involved since Balor lost on Monday Night Raw and Priest came out there. They could, I'm not sure. Balor could play a factor, and then we could see Priest get kicked out Judgment Day. We're not sure, but I think Gunther's gonna win it. I think I'll go with Gunther to be safe. I love Priest, phenomenal. He's okay on the microphone. He's not that great, but he's okay. He's fantastic in the ring. He's had a pretty decent title reign. The feud have been very good. The vignette that they've been cutting, the brawl that they had. Um, I think Gunther will win the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, your long-term champion. He'll be champion going into WrestleMania 41. He'll be champion for like over a year. The matches he can have with him and Dragunov. So yeah, I'm going with Gunther to win this match. We have Bayley versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship. I'm also 50-50 on that. I'm not sure who's going to win this match. But Nia Jax won in the ring. We couldn't get a screwy finish with Tiffany Stratton getting involved, making her get involved. Bayley's had an okay title reign. Hasn't been that special, but she's been doing alright. Nia Jax, she's been dominant. She's queen of the ring. She won that tournament, which gave her the right to challenge for the championship. So maybe she should win it to succeed her dominance. Or Tiffany Stratton could cast in. I don't know if Tiffany Stratton is really. I think they should wait. Maybe we could get a screwy finish. I don't know if we'll get every title change. I'm gonna go with Bayley just to be safe. So I think Bayley's gonna retain by a screwy finish. If Tiffany Stratton gets involved, maybe she accidentally screwed Nia Jax. I'll go with Bayley just to be safe. Even though I think Nia Jax has done the best work of her career since coming back to the company. She's been dominant, she's been having good matches. She had a great match with Rhea Ripley at the Chamber. She's been having okay matches with Becky Lynch. She had a dominant performance in the Queen of the Ring. I'll go with her just to be safe. Okay. Oh, that's it? Then that's all the matches I got. It looks like that's all the matches I got. Was that 7 matches? I think that was 7 matches. Yeah. That was 7 matches. So, even yet. We had a vignette and Paul Packard. We didn't see Nia Jax and Bayley tonight. Oh wait, now we see them. We see on the backstage segment. The show's almost over. I have to skip it. Wow, look at that. Nia Jax gave Tiffany Stratton a new Money in the Bank. It's Tiffy time. Now it's all pink. It was broken last week. Now they got a new one. With that, you know that Tiffany Stratton will cast in pretty soon. Maybe not Money in the Bank. I think they might hold off on it. See, because before you pushed me off the ladder so rudely, I was designing my own Money in the Bank briefcase. She can still cast in, The main event's here. Oh no. Hello. Alright, well, just want to show you guys SmackDown about to come to an end. The Bloodline just won the tag team titles. Tama Tonga and Jacob fought too, with surprisingly they won the tag team titles. DIY only held the belts like a month, and they dropped the whole team. I could have sworn we didn't see Jimmy Uso tonight, but the Bloodline won the tag team titles. They beat DIY. Wow, DIY were transitional champions. They gave him the solo. They gave him the belt. Solo's now holding both titles. We didn't see Jimmy Uso tonight, which was kind of crazy when you think about it. Tommaso Ciampa got taken out, did he? It, I take it Tommaso Ciampa got taken out. I didn't see him. Oh, he's right there. Gargano took the pinfall. So I guess that was SmackDown. SmackDown ended with the Bloodline. So SmackDown ended with the Bloodline. I was shocked. And that's how SmackDown ended. Wow. He's got his head trapped on. Butcher may have just been biding his time as he's Rampage is on. And Butcher, notice how he laid out with that powerbomb to deliver the maximum. Well, Rampage was on. I don't watch AEW Rampage anymore. Alright. Now I can show y'all the what happened here on SmackDown.
Like, smooth right now? Oh, a few days will change that. But why would she just sit?
Alright. Um oh yeah, I forgot to mention Santos Escobar defeated Apollo Crews at Legado tapped Baron Corbin. We had a fantastic match with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes for the second time. Andrade defeated Carmelo Hayes with a roll up. He's now 2-0 against him. An absolute banger. We had LA Knight. He steals Logan Paul's helmet in Wild SummerSlam. He also ruined his banner. It said the word, it showed the banner of Logan Paul with the U.S. Championship. And you see, yeah, on the banner, LA Knight did that. Um, Logan Heat goes nuclear. BC amplifies. Gets major backlash last now over Olympic controversy. Wait, Mercedes Monet announces her divorce and sent strong message to dumb old man haters. Stone Cold Steve Austin put more fuel on the WrestleMania 41 fire. Is another Bloodline member debuting at SummerSlam? Shane McMahon released a statement on Tony Khan. With Tony Khan. Alright. AEW suspends, as I said earlier, AEW suspends Britt Baker for backstage altercation with MJF. Britt Baker is back in AEW and already suspended. Reports are coming in that Britt Baker was suspended with AEW due to a backstage altercation with MJF at AEW Dynamite 350, where MJF punched a wall before his match with Will Ospreay. Also, as you know, the WWE announced the Survivor Series War Games 2024, and CM Punk opens up about AEW's Aaron Owens footage on AEW TV with him and Jeff Perry.
Around this time of year, there is always some sort of drama that is occurring backstage. Britt Baker was suspended by All Elite Wrestling for an altercation with MJF and MJF's newly hired girlfriend, Alicia Atu. We will get into all the latest that Michael reported this morning on why Britt Baker was suspended, what was the reason for the altercation, and what happened be suspended thanks to what happened at the San Diego Comic-Con. I didn't really think much of it. I don't really think anybody thought much of it. I think everybody thought it was par for the course of the storyline. An investigation was conducted, and numerous members of the roster and a suspension was levied. So anything else you guys want to know, I'll keep you updated. But as of right now, Britt Baker is still planning to wrestle Mercedes at AEW All In. I want to choose my words carefully here because, it is no secret that I've gotten into an altercation or two with Britt on social media, some of which was my fault, and I got a big mouth, which I have previously and personally apologized to her about. I understand that a lot of people were frustrated at the fact that MJF and Will Ospreay got 1 hour on Dynamite. First of all, this is a celebration of 250 episodes of AEW Dynamite. We all know Tony loves his celebratory episodes. And MJF and Will Ospreay going an hour was heralded as one of the best things that the company's ever done. So looking back at it, would I change what they did? Yeah, I would not. MJF is a proven and guaranteed draw for the company. He is the ace of the company. I'm not saying that as a big fan of his work. The numbers don't lie. Everything is a fact. The match itself on Wednesday, 2 weeks ago, the ratings went up the longer the match went up. So what they did was a risk. Because a lot of people don't want to really sit there and watch 1 hour between two guys, but it worked. And I'm glad that they did. And it only enhanced the storyline. It only makes the match between MJF and Will Ospreay now that is official for All In bigger and better than it was going to be. And with everything that's involved now, the American Championship, and MJF playing the American hero going into foreign land, and Will Ospreay's home country, everything is just beautifully being done. This is what we asked for: story, character work. I can't sit here and blame the company for taking the position that they did. He said, she said bullshit. That's what this is. And even in the report from Fightful, it was labeled as he said, she said. I don't want to take sides here. I don't. But if everybody on social media had a shitstorm of criticism about MJF and Will Ospreay, some people loved it, many people hated it, many people thought that it was too long, many people thought that giving that a match away for free on Dynamite was a miss by Tony Khan. How do you think the roster feels? How do you think the roster feels that they got to sit back and watch two guys go basically an hour and take up more than half the show? How do you think the roster feels about not being given an opportunity on a normal week? Now they got to sit back and watch MJF and Will Ospreay go over an hour on television. Does Britt have a right to be upset about that? Sure. She's in a major marquee match. If they give just a sliver of that time to Britt and Mercedes to tell any more of their story, they would be better off for it, but they didn't get that opportunity. They were not afforded that opportunity on episode 250. Are we going to sit here and blame Britt Baker for feeling the way that she did? I'm not. If I'm a talent, I'm frustrated too. If I'm a talent, I'm going to Tony Khan. If I'm a talent, I'm not going and discussing the frustration that MJF and Will Ospreay going an hour. I'm not voicing my frustration to Alicia too. That other people in the locker room didn't feel is just none of it should have happened. None of it should have happened. And it sounds like this is a nothing burger. It sounds take away from the great story that is already being told on Dynamite. Both of these matches have really, really good stories. And both of these matches are going to be marquee matches, two of the biggest marquee matches that AEW. Why do we need all this backstage bullshit to take away from the great that AEW has done lately?
Just gonna skip some of it.
This is the shit talk business. And you guys hit that thumbs up.
New WWE signing confirmed. You guys know that Mark Henry's son signed with WWE. He did. Now, Good My Work commentary. He already made a hit with this video. Um, I don't think I showed y'all NXT, did I? Hey, there's AEW, Brian Danielson career on the line. A stipulation for Swerve. Alright, now I can show y'all. Look at these damn commercials.
Keep it like, oh, he was a cuckold. She was a cuckold. She used him because he did gear and this and that. You don't know. Like, listen, I'm not the biggest Mercedes Monet fan, obviously. I think she's doing a much better job in AEW right now.
You're feeling froggy, jump, bro. And then you hear the final boss theme come out, and then things are really gonna go crazy, right? So it's gonna be a fun night tomorrow. It feels like SummerSlam of the past of yesterday.
Hey, up here. Look, Jose was asking for it. I mean, it's fine. We're not ready tonight. It's cool. We did the whole deal. No, but not tonight. It's fine. I'm just saying. Jose was asking about it. What else is going on? What else is going on? The son of WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry has been signed by the WWE. FO baby. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry's son Jacob Henry has been signed to the WWE. Jacob made the announcement during Mark's DJ set at the Remix Rumble event. What's that? The Remix Rumble events. DJ set? Mark Henry for what's the news? Apparently. Jackass says something. Pay attention. That's right, man. So either individually or collectively. Matt and Jeff Hardy made numerous returns to the WWE. Most recently, WrestleMania 33. I can verify that.
1040. That's AEW Dynamite. Tony Khan accused WWE of messing with his business. WrestleMania finally comes to London. Those are the predictions for SummerSlam. Well, the both yeah. And this was really it, by the way, when you think about it. That's really all we had on SmackDown. The opener with pretty good face-to-face with Cody Rhodes and Tribal Chief. The match is now Bloodline Rules. Cody Rhodes vowed to beat the wannabe Tribal Chief. Andrade had a great match with Kamala Hayes. Santos Escobar beat Apollo Crews as Logano attacked Baron Corbin. Belair, Davenport, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill the tag team titles. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn retained. They've been champions for 2 months. They've been just with those titles. As we all know, for years, the women's tag team titles are irrelevant. They're garbage. No one gives a shit about them. There's hardly any division. They don't care about the tag team match. Is this the first time they defend the titles? It might be. Anyway, Nia Jax give Terry Stratton a new Money Bank briefcase that's pink now. LA Knight steals Logan Paul's hammer while to SummerSlam. Song Monster taking a while. Denise Salcedo and Sean Morissette are going to be at the pay-per-view. So why are they interviewing these wrestlers? So I can understand that. There's Sean Morissette talking to DIY, and it was hours before SmackDown went live. Gunther talking about the SummerSlam World Match. See Sean wearing a suit. But at TNA, Ring of Honor, and TNA, Sammy Guevara returns. Ali departing TNA. The SummerSlam review, Rhapsody, Phil and Reds will be reviewing it. The 7 matches on the card. Jamie Man meet with Tony Khan. Gentleman, the AEW. We do have AEW Dynamite. Wasn't much on this show. We had Chris Move, College Football 25, NBA 25, the first look gameplay. LeBron James and his son Bronny James are in the game. He'll be number 9 on the Lakers. Christian Miracle still hasn't made a new WWE video. He hadn't even made a SummerSlam one. He made Money Bank and NXT Heatwave, but not SummerSlam. He did say he'll give me on vacation for a while, so it might take a while. Look at that. That's how SmackDown ended, with Solo holding the tag team titles.
Had a back and forth verbal debate. Solo commented how Cody beat a weak tribal chief at WrestleMania. Solo said he's not weak, he is dangerous. And then he proposed a bloodline rules match for SummerSlam, since Cody bragged about beating Roman Reigns in a bloodline rules match at WrestleMania. The bloodline then appeared through the crowd. They were surrounding the ring. Cody Rhodes said he's not scared of them. He called Jacob Fatu a dumb son of a bitch, which the crowd popped for. And Cody ultimately accepted the match. And Solo Sikoa said that they were going to spare Cody because they were focused on winning the tag team titles. Cody will have his friends, maybe Red, back on hands like LA Knight, because just like him, they are tryhards that will never.
Might want to skip some of it.
Solo's finisher, considering Solo's going for the title, it did protect Johnny, made him look strong. Stands out that much. DQ.com will keep you covered.
Do I think Roman is going to return at SummerSlam? Yes. Yes, I do. I think he's going to return during the match, Cody and Solo.
Whoa!
This is heel Joss. Did he make the right ones? He may not. Okay.
WWE related or anything wrestling related.
Saw that picture come up on him. I don't know.
Months in advance. You're just telling me, oh, by the way, 2 months from now, get your mind together because you're going.
Yeah, they'll have the rematch. They'll lose that. Ideally, dude, honestly, you need more of a story than, hey, we won, we lost, now we got to break up. Oh, story. So I'm gonna say we haven't seen a PLE pay-per-view in the US since WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania. It's a SummerSlam gap. Okay. Really love you guys, and like it's so amazing, right? I feel like I should be on a pole stripping for you guys in the background too. Put all those super chats and dollars, baby.
Listen, I chimed in my opinion on the situation. And
So some out there gonna take a while. Why did it have to be 10:40? There's no Denise or Sean. Come over a commentary and give me on tomorrow. We don't see just Alex. How come they're not on today? Alright, here we go.
just what?
Man, these doesn't take a long time. You know that, right? We didn't see Jimmy Uso tonight. It wouldn't make sense to see my SummerSlam. We could. God damn it. That's the one.
I mean, how far?
There's the kickoff show. I did watch the kickoff show, by the way.
I decided to partner with.
OTS Via Gardens. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on your Friday night. I might not be in Cleveland. I might not be attending SummerSlam and surrounding myself with all the other creative things, but that doesn't mean a goddamn thing, man. We're gonna bring the best SummerSlam coverage out of anybody in the entire wrestling space this weekend, and it starts tonight with Friday Night SmackDown. I thought it was a good go-home show. I was entertained by what WWE brought to the table tonight in Cleveland. SummerSlam is upon us finally. The next chapter in a lot of these storylines will hopefully move on to the next chapter, and we get a little bit more excitement. The rumor is Roman Reigns will be returning tomorrow evening, and that was further speculated upon tonight when Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa agreed upon a WWE Championship match in the main event of SummerSlam tomorrow night. That will now be Bloodline forgot to take the fucking blue mic off. And I like the red one. Bloodline rules for Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes tomorrow night. A lot of people are wondering why. A lot of people are looking at who. You know, the match between Cody and Solo, I don't think really generated a lot of interest being a one-on-one match. In fact, these championship matches that we're getting tomorrow night really embody SummerSlam main events.
And the
Not to
Rock's
take
groomed
anything away from
Cody
Damian
Rhodes.
Priest and Gunther, not to take anything away
And the
from Solo
Rock's
and Cody Rhodes, but
Cody
they
Rhodes.
didn't really stop to the fans as SummerSlam rather main events. I think people were looking for more WrestleMania caliber main events for SummerSlam. I think a lot of people were hoping for a Seth Rollins and Gunther World Championship match. I think a lot of people were maybe hoping for a Cody versus Rock or Cody versus Randy Orton or SummerSlam. None of those are happening at the moment. We got Damian Priest, Gunther, Cody, and Solo. A lot of people looked at the Cody and Solo match as something that there wasn't really a lot of excitement surrounding. I think Roman Reigns and the prospect of Roman Reigns coming back was more interesting to people than the actual match between Cody and Solo. If you look at Cody Rhodes and Solo and the build that we've got, it's been good. I wouldn't say it's burning the world down. I wouldn't say it's lighting the world on fire or anything like that. But I feel with what they've done to build Solo Sikoa up, to make him at least somewhat into a credible threat, I thought they've done a very good job. The bloodline now, this new bloodline, is a lot better than they started out as. And a lot of that has to do with Jacob Bunston. I think adding him to the group just took it to the next level. I mean, anything that man does is going to take whatever he does to the next level. I love the fact that they made Solo, at least to this weekend, seem like a credible threat. And that's part of the reason why the Bloodline won the Tag Team Championship tonight. And I'll get to that in a little bit. But let's be honest, up front, you and me, Cody versus Solo in a one-on-one match would have been fucking boring. Let's be real. Nobody wants to watch Cody and Solo in a 20-minute wrestling match with rest holds and psychology. No, nobody wants to see that. I mean, this is not Cody and AJ Styles. Let's put it that way. Tonight they changed the rules to bloodline rules. Now this means anything goes. There's no DQs, there's no count out. It's basically a free-for-all in Cleveland tomorrow night in the main event. Weapons, no rules, anything goes. I would much rather that than a regular one-on-one match. Is it a negative against Solo? You could probably look at it as, well, they don't really trust Solo to bring Cody to a decent match. They probably don't trust Solo to bring the audience to an interesting match, a captivating main event. Bloodline rules fits the match a lot better than a regular one-on-one championship match. It's going to benefit Solo. Cody in a free-for-all in this type of environment is usually very entertaining.
Again.
And this serves as the catalyst, the platform for a lot of unpredictability. We don't know who is going to come out. And clearly, Cody is going to be outnumbered. This could be anybody. This could be anybody helping Cody. Obviously, we'll leave Roman Reigns to the side for now, because I do predict that he will be there tomorrow night. Roman Reigns cannot help Cody Rhodes win this match and retain the title. Roman Reigns' return needs to be special. It needs to make sense. A lot of people are like, oh, Cody, he's going to be helped by Roman, and Roman's going to help Cody beat Solo Sikoa. He's going to show who the real tribal chief is. Cody has been demolished for most of the build. He originally killed his bloodline and ended the bloodline and finished his story. We don't want any of that. A dark horse in this, no pun intended, could be Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. It is reported, or it was reported, that Rock finished filming his latest movie. He could also be integrated into plans as well. We don't really know. I haven't heard anything in regards to The Rock being in Cleveland or The Rock being a part of creative here. If it is, it's been very, very secretive. We could also see The Rock show up tomorrow night. We don't know. But I am in favor of the Bloodline rules. I think it's going to enhance the match and make the main event better. And I'm excited to see the unpredictability that unfolds tomorrow night. It should be a free-for-all. It should be balls-to-the-wall chaos. And when WWE really bunkers down and delivers a main event that is overly chaotic, it's always super fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do tomorrow night at SummerSlam. And we got a couple of bombs. David Deering and Raging Girl Gamer starting the month of August off the right way, man. I love to see it. David with 100 and Rage with a $100 super chat. What's up, JD? Looking forward to SummerSlam tomorrow. Chilling with my cold beverage on my birthday. Listening to you. So the TNT merch, and I think your guys' Tower Rex came through with a banger design, and I can't wait to get mine.
That was weak. He said,
10 minutes.
thing coming out of tonight is that the Bloodline has gold going into the main event tomorrow when Solo Sikoa will attempt to bring gold into the group, the gold that Roman Reigns lost at WrestleMania. And it is worth pointing out that Jacob Fatu has been in this company on television for 6 weeks. 6 weeks ago at Madison Square Garden. Remember when he was there? Actually, it might have been the week before MSG, but 6 weeks ago he debuted. He already has his first championship. That did not take very long, that did it. He's already a champion in WWE. And so ends the 1 month transitional reign of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. I know a lot of people are going to be very upset about this. As Jerome said in one of the super chats that he sent in a little while ago, so ends the legendary run of DIY. If you want to know what a transitional title run looks like, you just saw one. You just saw one play out right before your very eyes over these last 4 weeks. That's what you got in DIY. And I get why they did it. You know, they wanted to keep Solo Sikoa strong. They wanted to keep the Bloodline dominant going into the main event of SummerSlam tomorrow night, his big match with Cody Rhodes, which now has a stipulation attached to it. So they wanted to make this match a little more interesting because, in all honesty, this match needed something to make it a little bit more interesting. So what they did here, 24 hours before the main event of SummerSlam, it added a brand new stipulation. Cody Rhodes will defend the WWE title against Solo Sikoa in what is now going to be a Bloodline rules match. So we are effectively going to get a rematch from WrestleMania 40, which was the last time that we had a Bloodline rules match, which turned out to be a lot of fun. Now we're getting another one tomorrow night. And that means that anything goes, anybody can interfere at will. It's all legal. So you'll have Jacob Fatu, you'll have Tama Tonga, you'll have Tonga Loa. But who else will you have? Who else will be showing up at SummerSlam tomorrow night? There actually are quite a few options. But one name that everybody is going to be looking for, they were already going to look for him anyway, and we're expecting him, is Roman Reigns. Everything has been building to this moment. The return of Roman Reigns, the bench chanted every single week. They chanted it at the beginning of the show tonight. We want Roman. We want Roman. Well, you're going to get Roman. You're going to get Roman in about 24 hours. I would be shocked if it goes any other way. The
Bloodline stands tall tonight, and Tiffany Stratton has her own custom pink briefcase. I'm going to talk about that and show it to you. How much it's going to set you back if you want to get your own. I don't know about pink. This is your WWE SmackDown review for Friday night, August 2nd, 2024. I am way to the ring for a promo. Came into the ring, of course, they got a great reaction. They were in Cleveland tonight, which is where SummerSlam will be tomorrow, although they'll be in the stadium where the Cleveland Browns play. Tonight they were in the Rocket Mortgage Arena. He starts these promos out, talks about how, what do you want to talk about? Said, it's not about what I want to talk about. It was about who I want to talk to. And he said, Solo Sikoa. Solo came to the ring all by himself, visible on camera, on the hard camera. Right behind Solo Sikoa, as he throw up an image here, in the crowd, visible on camera, on the hard camera. Right behind Solo Sikoa, as he was speaking, was this sign here, Timu Bloodline, which I laughed more at than I thought I would, actually, when I first saw it. It's kind of true. It is kind of true. We have the Timu version of the Bloodline these last couple of months on TV. That's why we need Roman Reigns back as soon as possible. So Solo interrupted Cody as he was speaking. Cody was getting all full of himself. He was talking about, he mentioned the word ballyhoo. Look, you're a babyface. Don't start throwing around words like ballyhoo in your promo. Okay, he's getting a little full of himself here. So Solo interrupted him, and rightfully so. Asked him if he was done speaking. He said Cody was wasting his time. Cody said he wasn't done, though. And he said Solo was the self-proclaimed tribal chief while he was the actual WWE champion. He paid respect to Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, his fallen comrades, and said that if he loses at SummerSlam, he cannot repay his debt to them. He said that he intends to do so, and intends to do to Solo what he did to Roman Reigns when he beat him in a Bloodline Rules match at WrestleMania. Solo said Cody keeps bringing up that match. I thought to myself, does he though? I mean, is Cody coming out on TV every week and mentioning this? When was the last time he mentioned this? Solo said he beat a tribal chief that was weak. He said that he is not weak. He's dangerous. And he's going to show Cody at SummerSlam just how dangerous he is. He told Cody to put his money where his mouth is and make this match tomorrow night Bloodline Rules match, like the one he had at WrestleMania. Now, as he was saying this, nobody was really paying attention because the camera cut to show Jacob Fatu making his way through the crowd, and then in another part of the arena, we saw Tama Tonga coming through the crowd, and then on the opposite side, on the hard camera side, they cut to show Tonga Loa, still with his eye patch on. He was making his way down the ringside. And so they all surrounded the ring. Cody told each of them that he's not afraid of them. He called Jacob Fatu, though he singled him out and called him a dumb son of a bitch. And then Cody accepted Solo's offer. Did you want Bloodline Rules tomorrow night? You got it. I accept.
I got plans for you.
Solo said the tag team titles would be coming back to the Bloodline tonight, and then the WWE title would be returning to the Bloodline tomorrow at SummerSlam. Cody said he doesn't have to fight the family, he has to defeat the tribal chief. And since the tribal chief is not here, I'll settle for the one of you. Solo is not a top-tier guy on the microphone. I thought he was fine here. But it's not like he's a promo guy. You know, he's not a very engaging person when it comes to these types of segments. Cody was his usual self. There was nothing great. There was nothing terrible about it. He was just sort of going through the motions on the microphone as he normally would. And Solo was okay. Bloodline Rules, though, adding this stipulation stipulation. It's 24 hours before the show. This is the main event of SummerSlam, traditionally the second biggest show of the year. Now, 24 hours before, they add a stip to the match. And I wonder if this is the plan all along, because earlier in the week, there were rumors going around that Triple H was making some changes to the card. Very vague, don't really know what that meant. That meant adding matches to the show, which obviously he didn't. They still have their 7 matches. I'm gonna assume this was the plan all along, was to get to this point right before the show, making Bloodline rules. But it makes the match a lot more interesting than it was before. So I'm in favor of it. I like the addition of the stipulation. I loved the Bloodline rules match at WrestleMania. It was one of my favorite main events that I've seen at a WrestleMania ever. Certainly in a very long time. And so I can't sit here and hate on the fact that they're going to go with that stipulation again, even though I will say it does feel like a rerun of what we got at WrestleMania, right? We get Cody in the ring in a title match against the supposed tribal chief. Bloodline rules all but guarantees that it's going to be interference and it's just going to be, all kinds of shenanigans going on. And not just from the Bloodline. Not just from the Bloodline. There were reports and rumors going around all day long about Jimmy Uso. For whatever reason, people had convinced themselves that Jimmy Uso is coming back on SmackDown tonight. I don't know why. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what made them think that it would happen on the go-home episode of SmackDown instead of waiting until SummerSlam. Because, you can have more than one person come back at SummerSlam. So people had themselves convinced that we might get Jimmy tonight. We did not get Jimmy. Jimmy was not there. But I would expect him tomorrow. I would expect Jimmy Uso. I would not discount the possibility of getting Jey Uso involved in this as well. And not because of Jimmy, but we've got Cody Rhodes defending the WWE title. Jey Uso came out during Cody's match with Roman Reigns to fight off his brother. Jey Uso is a former tag team champion with Cody Rhodes. Cody is his boy. So if Cody's friends have been taken out, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, they too, by the way, could very well make an appearance tomorrow night. But especially if they don't, and Cody is outmanned and outgunned, and he's got no help, and he's outnumbered 4-on-1. Even if Jimmy comes back, that's not enough. There's got to be more than that. Which is why we might get Kevin Owens and Randy Orton back. Or we can get Jey Uso to come out to give Cody the assist. I've been trying to figure out for the longest time, how do they go about getting Jey Uso back involved in this story? Because if we are to assume that we are going to get a Bloodline Civil War, and Survivor Series was officially announced this week for Vancouver on November 30th, it will be another War Games show. So War Games now is going to be the annual thing in Survivor Series. There was some talk that maybe it wouldn't be every year, but clearly it's going to be every year. And this year it makes sense. Because again, you have the Bloodline Civil War stuff that can play itself out. So how are they going to get Jey back involved in this story? Well, here's one way to do it. He sees Cody, his friend in need. It's not like Jey has a match on the show. So we may see Jey, we may see Jimmy come back, Paul Heyman may show up, and then of course the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. At this point, if Roman Reigns did not show up, even at the very, very end of the show, it would be a big story. Because everybody is waiting and assuming that Roman is going to come out and that music is going to hit, and that stadium in Cleveland is going to explode. We've not seen him since WrestleMania. He has not done anything to become a babyface, but the people have been dying to see him come back because the people don't want to see Solo Sikoa playing basically a wish version of Roman Reigns. They don't want the sequel. They want the original. They want the real deal. And so all roads are leading to a Roman Reigns return tomorrow night. The question is, when does it happen? Because I had assumed that, it would happen when the match is over. Better to have it happen after Cody wins and have him come out at the end of the show. And then he can have a face-to-face confrontation with Solo Sikoa. Now that it's Bloodline rules and anything goes, that makes it more likely, I think, that we see Roman come out during the match. I don't really want to see Roman help Cody. I don't think it would be a matter of him helping Cody. You know, his issue would be with Solo, who was taken over. He has usurped his power. He's been saying on television, Roman's not coming back. Roman was weak. That's why Roman lost. He's never coming back, right? Which was news to Paul Heyman when he dropped that little nugget on him all those weeks ago. When he comes back, his issue is with Solo. It's not that he's coming back to help Cody. As long as they do it in a way that does not make Cody Rhodes look weak, then I think it's fine. But again, you go into a stipulation like this expecting a lot of interference, expecting all that stuff. But it was fun at WrestleMania. If they tell that story the right way, it plays out the right way, and they build. Like, oh, there's Jimmy. Jimmy is back, right? Oh, here comes Jay. He saved Roman for the end. Again, you're going to get just a monster reaction, and you can close out SummerSlam with a major, with a major cliffhanger heading into SmackDown next Friday. So I like it. I'm looking forward to the match more now than I was coming into the show tonight. And on a go-home show like this, that's really all you can ask for. Are you more interested and excited to see Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa now than you were 2 hours ago or 3 hours ago? For me, the answer is yes.
By the power of Valhalla.
Since they were drafted over, they have not been present on the show every single week. You know, they don't get as much airtime as the Bloodline stuff and some of the other things on the show. So I was surprised how well received that match was a couple weeks ago. This match was not as good as their first one, but it was still a good match. It went through 2 commercial breaks, so it got some time. Towards the end, Andrade did the double.
Else better to do. And when LA Knight wins the United States Championship, whoever wins the best of 7.
Gotta skip this. Hold on.
People realize she's wrong. Well, honestly, no. To get help by anybody. I think he needs to do this alone. But now that it's Bloodline rules and there are no rules and there's 4 of him and 1 Cody, he's clearly going to get help. The coffin for these extensions. Scared of Tangaloa. Here's the scared of Tamatonga. Hit that thumbs up. Trevor. Solo's to go. And Solo comes out and makes his entrance. Solo's in the ring. Cody's in the ring. Cody said Solo was a little brother like him. He said from a distance, he almost admires what he's going through to become the tribal chief. He said tomorrow night, the bell's going to ring, and as the old saying goes, he's going to find Solo has nothing to lose. Solo interrupted him and asked, "Are you done? Are you done?" He says he has no patience with Cody Rhodes. Cody said, "No, I'm not done." He says he's the self-appointed tribal chief, whereas Cody, he earned the WWE Championship. He says if he loses at SummerSlam to him, of Tamatonga, or Jacob Fatu. We call Jacob Fatu. This may sound stupid coming out of my mouth, and I may be a dummy for this. Jacob Fatu is a dumb son of a bitch. He's not scared of Jacob Fatu. I don't know if you want to be using those words in front of someone where I think your head will be ripped off if it happens again. He agreed to make it a bloodline rules match, acknowledging that it's not the smartest decision, but it's the only choice that he has. Solo said since he accepted the challenge, he could snap his fingers, and his 3 men could tear him apart at any time. He says he won't do that because tonight, the tag titles come back to the bloodline, and then tomorrow night, the WWE Championship comes back to the bloodline. Cody says he doesn't have to fight his family, he just has to defeat the tribal chief. He looked at Solo and said, and since the tribal chief is not here, I'll settle for the wannabe. That's the way the segment came to a close. As I said in the open of this podcast, the Bloodline Rules stipulation was added to take the pressure mostly off of Solo Sikoa. And I don't mind it at all. It takes the pressure off of Cody Rhodes too, because most of the match would probably fall into the lap of Cody Rhodes to tell a proper story with Solo Sikoa. Nobody wants to watch a 20-minute psychological wrestling match with a group in the bloodline led by this new Solo Sikoa tribal chief who is now enlisted Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga, and Tangaloa. Nobody wants to watch a psychology of a wrestling match with a bloodline group that's been built up as legit man-eating savages. Nobody wants to see that. They have riddled SmackDown in chaos. The only thing that would make sense to go and backtrack after everything we've seen, to make sense of everything, would be a bloodline rules match. I am here for it. Not only that, it serves a little bit more unpredictability. It opens up the creative aspect a little bit more of who's going to come out and help Cody, being that they got 4 against 1 here, and Kevin Owens is out, Randy Orton is out, Jimmy Uso is out, Jey Uso is on Raw, Sami Zayn's on Raw, DIY got destroyed. Who's going to help Cody Rhodes tomorrow? Somebody's going to help him. The Bloodline's going to do something tomorrow night to usher in some help on Cody Rhodes' side. Who's it going to be, and when is it going to come? And then obviously we got the big elephant in the room. Cody Rhodes obviously is going to be back at some point after the match, because I don't think it should be during the match. After the match, Roman Reigns will make his return to WWE, and we will get Roman and Solo staring off face to face. Tribal Chief versus Tribal Chief. I think that's going to be the big selling point going into Friday Night SmackDown the following Friday. I love it. I thought Cody was very direct. Cody was very angry. Cody was out there obviously dressed like $1,000,000. Solo Sikoa was out there. He handled himself well in the moment with Cody Rhodes. Everything's been nicely put together. Nicely put together in a box, wrapped with a nice big red bow. Here you go, Roman Reigns. Chapter for the Bloodline Civil War to go on to whatever is next is written. Excellent segment. Carmelo Hayes. He had another segment where he walked into a barbershop and he was talking about Andrade. Yep. This is no longer here, and Triple H is in charge, and he felt like he would be booked better under Triple H. Andrade worked a figure 4. Hayes got to the ropes for a break. Hayes comes back with a pair of super kicks. He then bar. He was yelling at Legado for being failures. He says tonight their fortunes will turn around by him beating Apollo Crews.
Usually the way it works, they'll get heat on Jade, she'll sell, she'll do a big power move.
Alright.
like I said, that's how the show ended. Just to see the look on Solo's face, holding the tag team titles. There is a AEW rampage with Wheeler, and then there was a hard-hitting battle between them. Like I said, they're Tiffany trying new money in a briefcase. Here's the full recap of SmackDown. Alright, let me hold on. Enough of these damn commercials.
Tomorrow night, Cleveland, SummerSlam. You want a bloodline rules match? It's probably not the smartest decision I've ever made, but it's the only decision I can make. I accept.
Yeah.
But I don't have to fight your family. No, all I have to do is defeat the tribal chief. And since the tribal chief's not here, I'll settle for the wannabe. Looking for victory from the top.
Is it true? Austin Theory's birthday was today. That why Theory was on the show. Happy birthday, Austin Theory. We're not there on SmackDown. So that way wasn't here. That explains it. We didn't see Grayson Waller tonight.
Ronnie! Alright, let's see what we can find you here. I gotta be able to find something here. This. Got for that. Anyway.
We're pretty deadly.
Tomorrow night. The bloodline is full force.
Wait. Who's that? Lisa Taylor. There's no Samantha Irvin? Lisa Taylor sees new ring announcer. Oh, I can remember that. Jacob Fatu was dominant. Dominant performing. Well, that was it. Brian Cage was on here.
I couldn't find these dignitaries. Who are they? Logan said, listen, I know what you're trying to do. They are legit. And it's insulting to me and them to suggest they are not. Logan said it was time to unveil the banner that will permanently hang in the arena to remind everyone. Fantasy football season.
I mean, that's the greatest advertisement they can ask for when she comes out with this every single week. That's why I said what I said. This is a company. It's all about how much money can they make off merch. They will take anything they can and they will sell it. They will stick a logo on it and they will sell it. They would stick a logo on their mothers and sell them. So as soon as I saw that briefcase, like I said last week, if they bust out that custom briefcase, it will be up on WWE Shop almost right away. And there's no way she's cashing in, at least not successfully. She may attempt to. She may tease it. I'm not saying she won't tease it or try to. But that, I think, should answer the question about whether or not Tiffany Stratton is cashing in her Money in the Bank tomorrow night. I would be stunned if they killed that gimmick off this weekend after what we saw. The main event of this show, we're already up to the main event, was Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, defending the WWE Tag Team titles against Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, representing the Bloodline. Before the match, Bloodline made their entrance first. Fatu's music is actually, I think, pretty badass. About time we got a theme song that isn't fucking garbage. So the Bloodline came out first. Then it was DIY, and the way they did this, they shot this, and this is what they do generally. DIY. They're cutting a promo as they're walking, so we see Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa is cutting a promo as he's walking. He stops when he comes upon Johnny Gargano, who is hanging out with his wife, Candice LeRae, and their son, and their daughter, Indy Hartwell. Gargano then to join Ciampa as they are heading to the ring, and Gargano was talking about how it was in this very building. He was in this very building when SummerSlam was last here in 1996. And I thought to myself, that's right. That was when it was the Gund Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. That was the night that Mankind took on The Undertaker in the Boiler Room Brawl. Gargano said from that moment on, he knew that he wanted to be a professional wrestler. So the two of them kept walking. They headed through Gorilla on their way to the ring. Ciampa and Tama Tonga started the match with Tonga getting the better of it. Tonga threw Ciampa into the ring post shoulder first. Ciampa fell out of the ring to the floor. The show went to its final commercial break. After the break, Gargano got a hot tag. He took out Fatu and Tonga. Big flurry of offense. Ciampa tagged in. He landed an air raid crash on Tama Tonga from the middle rope for a near fall. Fatu got in a blind tag and hit a hip attack on Ciampa in the corner. Then tagged Tama Tonga back in, who landed a top rope splash. Tonga covered. Gargano barely broke up the pin just in time. Outside the ring, Fatu ran at Gargano, who was propped up against the ring steps. Gargano moved. Fatu ran into the ring steps with a hip attack. Gargano tagged in. DIY hit a shatter machine. The Solo Sikoa was in their corner outside the ring. Solo gets up on the apron, hits a Samoan spike to Tommaso Ciampa as the referee was distracted. Tama Tonga tried to capitalize with a neck breaker on Gargano, and he covers him. And Johnny Gargano kicks out at the very last minute. That was a good near fall. That was a very convincing near fall, I will say. So Gargano comes back with a series of super kicks on everybody. Tama Tonga got taken out by a suicide dive from Gargano. Gargano then hit a poison rana on Jacob Fatu, but Fatu no soul. And was staring a hole through Johnny, got right back up. It is pop-up Samoan drop, which is honestly a thing of beauty. And Johnny was in position, and Fatu hit his double jump moonsault off the top rope, but he wasn't done. He picked Johnny Gargano right back up, hit an implant DDT, and then he was finished. Then he pinned Gargano and got the 1-2-3 to win the tag team titles. The Bloodline posed with Solo Sikoa holding both the tag team belts to close the show. Solo Sikoa here on this show doing his best Christian Cage impression. Christian Cage of the Patriarchy just won the Trios titles in AEW a couple weeks ago. Christian walking around with all three titles draped in gold. Solo Sikoa doing the same here at the end of the show. This was exactly what I expected it would be coming in. Maybe a little bit shorter than I would have liked for it to be, but I mean, the end result was preordained. The moment the Bloodline won that gauntlet match on SmackDown last week, and really, once DIY won the titles, what did I say? And what did I say a month ago when DIY won the tag team titles? As soon as they beat Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, I said they're just keeping them warm for the Bloodline. It's only a matter of time. I thought maybe at SummerSlam they would do the title change. And instead they did it the night before. But it played out exactly the way I figured it would. You know, DIY, they were the Iron Sheik of the tag team division without the Hawk Tua that he used to be. Not that Hawk Tua. But that, they were transitional champions. That's what they were. That's all they were ever meant to be. I'm glad and I'm sad. I'm glad that DIY got to hold the titles, but I'm sad that they did not have a longer run with them, because it would have been nice to see. And no, I do not expect them to get the belts back anytime soon. You're thinking, well, they'll get their rematch. I mean, they might get their rematch. They'll get their rematch. Maybe they'll get the belts back. Somebody will interfere and cost the Bloodline. Hey, look, anything's possible. It's not what I expect. In fact, my guess is that when Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga lose those tag team titles, it's going to be to a reunited Jimmy and Jay. Possibly not until WrestleMania next year. That's what I'm thinking. I think that they have played hot potato with the tag team titles enough for now. Like, it's okay to do that every now and then, but they've played hot potato enough. And now it's time for the titles to find a stable home for one. And I think in the Bloodline, they have now found that stable home. So, this is a pretty standard go-home show on the whole. I mean, not all that different, honestly, from the last, I'd say, month or so of SmackDown episodes, which have just not been very good. But I enjoyed this episode more than a lot of those recent shows. I will tell you that. It's a better, more enjoyable SmackDown than we've had in the past week. Now, I'm going to run down the SummerSlam card here in a moment. I'm going to go through final predictions. Let me just go to the poll first, just to see what you guys thought of the show tonight. 71.6% thumbs up for SmackDown, 28.4% thumbs down. So, again, you can vote at Solomons on Twitter. You know what you thought of the show. Leave a comment as well. I always love hearing from you guys on there. What do we got going on here? Who do we have in the chat? We have a lot of people here tonight, and we are currently sitting at 312 likes. That's unacceptable. We need at least 400. So, go. So, go ahead. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Get into the SummerSlam card. SummerSlam is tomorrow night. I am going to be live as soon as SummerSlam is over. Will Roman return to reclaim his throne? As soon as the event is over, you guys know you can come back here. I got you covered. SummerSlam is going to be the night where everybody is waiting to see basically who interferes. That's what SummerSlam is this year. Because if you look up and down this card, whether it's Tiffany Stratton in WWE women's title match, whether it's one of Logan Paul's friends or his brother Jake Paul in his match, whether it's Bloodline or, Jimmy Uso, or, up and down this freaking card. Finn Balor in the world title match, Rollins is the referee for the Punk match. What's he going to do? This entire card is based on what are other people going to do, or who is going to interfere and when in almost every single one of these matches. We'll start. This might honestly be the only matchup. Look at this card. This match might be the only one where we don't have anybody interfere. And it is the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn defends his title against Braun Breaker. This, believe it or not, is Sami Zayn's first ever SummerSlam match.
You know why I might well just end the video? There've been some technical difficulty. My phone died on me. I don't know how. This is why I hate making my live streams on my phone. I don't know how my phone died so quickly. It took me a while to turn it on. Now it's all messed up. I'm not gonna end my live stream. I'm gonna end my prediction video for SummerSlam. Just want to say thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more tomorrow.